When turning, the stern first swings in the direction opposite the way the boat is going to go. Remember that in order to steer, you need thrust. Pulling the throttle shift lever to idle while traveling at speed will rapidly decrease your ability to steer. While some turning ability may exist immediately after pulling back the lever, once the engines slow down or are stopped, the boat will no longer respond to steering wheel input until you apply throttle again or you reach a trolling speed. Yamaha has included the innovative no-wake mode system on your boat that controls engine RPM to maintain a steady trolling speed. Engaging no-wake mode allows you to navigate areas where wakes are not allowed, or at other times when a slow speed is desired. The system is simple to use. With the throttle shift lever at idle, just press the top plus end of the no-wake mode cruise assist switch on the dash panel until no-wake mode flashes in the LCD display on the tachometer and the buzzer sounds. No-wake mode is now activated. Engine speed can be set to one of 3 levels in no-wake mode, idle speed and 2 levels above idle speed. To adjust the engine speed while the no-wake mode is activated, push the plus side or minus end of the no-wake mode cruise assist switch. To disengage no-wake mode, either press the minus end of the switch until the tachometer display returns to normal, or simply move the throttle shift lever forward more than 15 degrees from the idle position. The Cruise Assist feature is available for use when the engine is running above 3,000 and below 7,000 RPM. If you are in that RPM range, press the plus end of the no-wake mode, Cruise Assist until cruise appears on the tachometer's LCD display. Once cruise is engaged, pressing the switch on the top will increase engine speed in 8 steps, while pushing the bottom causes an 8-step reduction in speed. Each step raises or lowers the engine speed by approximately 150 to 200 RPM. You cannot increase engine speed above 7,000 RPM with Cruise Assist, even though the display shows additional step increases. Pulling the throttle lever back, lowering engine speed to below 3,000 RPM, increasing engine speed above 7,000 RPM with the throttle, or shifting to neutral will cancel the Cruise Assist operation. See your owner's manual for detailed information on both of these features. As you navigate, keep in mind that boats don't have brakes. Even though the boat slows as soon as you pull back to the idle position, it is water resistance that actually stops the boat. A boat will coast for a distance before fully stopping, and remember that some boat movement can still occur while the engine is running. Stopping distance varies according to gross weight, the water surface's conditions, and wind. But keep in mind that your Yamaha boat can take around 314 feet, about the length of a football field, to stop from full throttle. 2 more important things to note about stopping the boat. First, do not put the boat in reverse to try to slow down from speed, because you could lose control, be ejected, or impact boat surfaces. Second, when slowing down, don't shut off the engine. Since throttle is required for steering, you might need it to control the boat. Always use appropriate throttle. More power will turn the boat more sharply. There are rules of the road for boating, just as there are on the streets and highways. Whenever 2 vessels meet one another on the water, one, called the stand-on vessel, has the right-of-way. The other boat is the give-way vessel. When you meet another boat on the water, keep in mind who has the right-of-way. You should yield right-of-way to any boat approaching you from the starboard or right side, anywhere in the area from straight ahead back to 112 degrees. A boat approaching from this direction is the stand-on vessel, and you are responsible for taking evasive action by turning and avoiding a collision. Before changing direction, be sure your maneuver will not put you in risk of a collision. If you are meeting another power vessel head-on and are close enough to run the risk of a collision, both of you should alter your course to avoid an accident. Keep the other boat on the port side. Likewise, you have the right and responsibility to maintain your speed and course if a boat is approaching you from any other direction, so he can best plan to avoid you. Obviously, if a collision looks possible, both boats should maneuver to avoid it. You'll find a summary of additional rules of the road in your owner's manual, and more complete information is available from your local Coast Guard auxiliary. As operator of the boat, you must scan constantly for people, objects, and other watercraft. Look carefully to be sure the boats, and refrain from making sharp turns or other maneuvers that make it hard for others to understand where you're going. The best way to cross wakes and swells is to minimize jolt to you by slowing down and quartering the wake, which is crossing at an angle. As you do this, the boat will try to steer away from the wake or swell. This may not be noticed when crossing at a 45-degree angle, but at a smaller angle it can be very strong. Crossing at a 90-degree angle is necessary if the wakes are larger and cresting. Don't use your boat in water that is less than 3 feet deep. Sand or pebbles can be sucked into the jet intake, which could damage the impeller. Shallow water also increases your chance of colliding with a submerged object. Stay away from swimming areas. Swimmers are hard to see, and you could accidentally hit